It's day 6 of the SAG-AFTRA union strike. Actors have joined screenwriters on the picket lines to fight for better pay and protections against artificial intelligence. SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher weighed in on how negotiations are going earlier today on CBS Mornings.
Has any progress been made?
I wish we would be talking to the other side. We said we would start talking to them immediately, but they're punishing us. They don't want to talk to us, so...
Wow. Okay, Elaine Low joins us now to discuss this and how it may impact the box office. She's a staff writer for The Ankler. Thanks for joining us. So it doesn't look like negotiations have even begun, or they began and they're not restarting. What sort of consequences might this have for the box office because of these work stoppages?
Well, if you look at the movies that are coming out this weekend, Barbie and Oppenheimer, two highly anticipated movies, the strike isn't having that much of an impact on them. The studios have already managed to promote these films extensively, same with movies like Mission Impossible, which just came out. But the strike means that there's the withholding of labor, right? And for actors, that includes publicity, red carpet premieres, interviews on late night talk shows. Speaking of which, late night talk shows aren't even on right now because of the writer's strike, which means that any movie that comes out after this that's going to really heavily rely on that publicity cycle isn't going to have the same juice to it. And so really there's been chatter about whether, studios might even move or delay the release dates of certain movies, which then, of course, has a ripple impact into the 2024 calendar if that happens.
If that does happen, how many films or shows are in jeopardy right now if a deal is not reached?
Well, you have a pretty stacked calendar for this year already and next year. And remember that movie theaters are still trying to recover from the pandemic and the impact that the pandemic had on moviegoing. So potentially a great impact if the strike goes on further for months.
So one of the sticking points is also, how much money they make from streaming. And a lot of these streaming shows are like the more popular shows now. That's what we're all talking about, with the water cooler. Some of the actors are really talking about how little they make on some of these popular shows. What are you hearing?
I'm out on the picket lines almost every day talking to writers who are now in, day, I think, nearly 80 of their strike. The actors who are in day 6. And the thing that I keep hearing from both writers and actors is that it's become unsustainable to live in a city like LA or New York, and unsustainable to have a career because of the impact that the streaming economy has had on their careers and had on the kind of residuals they get. And it's impacted their work structure, their pay structure when they're working on shows that, if you look at a broadcast show, if you were to watch a CBS sitcom back in the day, that would be 22, 24 episodes a season. Now, most of these writers and actors are working on shows that are on streaming services that are maybe 6, 8, 10 episodes total. And then there are longer stretches between work, which means that they have to figure out how to fill in the gaps in their work schedule during the year to make the same amount that they would have made 5, 10 years ago. And that's the resounding thing that I keep hearing from actors and writers on the picket lines.
Sorry, Elaine, we just showed like a bunch of video, and I don't know if you saw what we showed. It looks like it was an accounting of possibly residuals, and it was like $27.50. Do you know what video I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What is
some
that?
of these actors, the royalty statements. Sometimes you'll see checks. Sometimes I see actors and writers post pictures on social of their residual checks that are merely in the pennies. So it's there's certainly an image, I think, that most of America has of actors and writers, but the vast majority are, working class or middle class folks.
Right. That was Orange is the New Black. You know how popular Orange is the New Black was.
And we've been hearing from actors who were on shows like This Is Us. Mandy Moore has talked about the residuals that she's been getting from the show, as well as actors from Scandal, both hugely popular. For people who don't really understand this residual model, what difference did it make for these actors?
Well, the thing that I've been told is that the way streaming has impacted payments is, you'll get a one-time payment for something as opposed to when you were on a broadcast network show and you would just keep getting those royalty and residual checks in over the years, or, say anytime a show airs on cable, you get $1, you get a few pennies here, but it all adds up. with streaming, that's really impacted the way they're paid. And again, that's just one of the issues that I am hearing about that really
Sure.
impacts them. Another one is, AI. Another one is the contributions that are made to their pension and health plans. There's a whole host of issues that both the studios and the actors union are very far apart on.
It sounds like it. Elaine Low, thank you very much.